Would you say HAVU feel like a... Well, I guess they obviously feel like a stronger team since we picked them.
Oh, for sure. They're just such a steady squad. But you're absolutely right. It does kind of suck that Cloud9's map pool is not quite as strong. The fact that they don't play Mirage and Nuke, they've been struggling on Nuke, does not bode well for them. But, you know, yesterday they did make it competitive versus Orgless.
Oh, we were about to start, and one of the players has decided to go to the bathroom right now because there was no better time. There was no better time to do it. Fair enough. We'll be slightly delayed. I can't believe you've done this. It's the start of the day, man. This shows a lack of preparation.
Yeah. How about we compare our heights for the Twitch viewers?
You've wanted to do this for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna take.
Well, I feel like the shoes off. Okay. I feel like the camera is not high enough, but maybe they can measure by the shoulders. It's too late.
Okay.
It's too late. The game is live. We'll have to wait, Potter. We can mark the wall with chalk. JT will make his way towards heaven. But what are the intentions for HAVU? Slow. He's gone by the door, by the squeaky door.
Already a smoke deployed from Saw here and a flashbang. Looks like this is going to be a fast-paced round from HAVU. Oh, but it's all a bait, James.
Cloud9 very nervous indeed. Indeed, they have been baited. Double indeed. Why not? 4 on 4. Saw still creeping above Mini. He's seen ahead, but has he been spotted? JT and MOTM, they're not sure where to go. Back and forth, being pulled from pillar to post. The Glock is being fired very fast. So far, so good. He's got 2 1v1s, more or less, even though they were in the same place. MOTM turns around and dies, as does JT. Floppy and Sonic, they're just Wing all over the shop. HAVU are ready for this. I mean, Cloud9 could still win this because it's a pistol run, but the indication so far is great for HAVU, and the way Cloud9 have just been running all over the place in this round.
Saw's position. There's no... Oh, Floppy! Such... the Spidey sense is tingling for him. Now he's in a 1 versus 2. He's got that kit and a lot of HP, but the time, James, the time is not on Floppy's side. He's got to put some pep in his step here to get to that bomb. And Zori, already with that insurance plan coming through to connector. This is so difficult, but that makes it so much easier for Floppy here.
He's never going to find Zori's
There's no way. Yeah.
Back of the head, though.
He could have done spin to win there, James.
He could have, yeah. He could have got away with that, actually.
Yeah.
Especially with a Glock. It can take 6 bullets to kill somebody with a Glock.
What a high-intensity strategy from HAVU. I mean, they threw everyone off with all the utility. Generally speaking, as a defender, you never expect, if you're going to invest that much into a pistol round with only $800, generally speaking, you're going to bring all of your members towards that area of the map. But they just kind of waited Cloud9's rotations out. It was a beautiful pistol from HAVU. I really like that. But this force buy from Cloud9, this might throw a wrench in HAVU's plans here.
Got a push in lobby already. Had this been heard of all the spam. Slowy's made his way downstairs. MOTM may chase. We'll see what they choose to do. Slowy's waiting. And that's a good spot for a Mac 10. Waiting for players to come down the ladder. Cloud9 will avoid it. Cloud9 made to look like headless chickens in that first round. I've not seen a pistol run like that in a long time. Not a good indicator in a map which I think it's fair to say Cloud9 are expected to lose. They still have 5 players alive though, and again, they're just moving together.
Pack leader.
Trade.
Yeah, at this point, you know, Cloud9, their focus is not going to be to get to the bomb. They've got armor, they've got some pistols, they just want to get some kills. Kind of put a dent in HAVU's economy here. And get some headshots on the board for themselves as well going into this gun round. To try to prepare for themselves. I like this. I like the pack unit of Cloud9 towards the secret here.
4 Mac 10s for HAVU. I am noting late. This is cool for Cloud9. I like this approach where rather than just lose loads of weapons, they'll concentrate into one place. But again, they can just reset the situation. We can have a direct replay of this round next round. And I like that. I wish we would see this kind of thing more, like this decision from Cloud9. Because often you'll see 2 or 3 people lose weapons here, and then they're just a lot weaker next round where they can reset and they've got all their normal CT positions once again.
Definitely so. Cloud9's got that economy game down. Yesterday we saw that enabled them to actually make some comebacks in their series. You know, it's all about that money. Once you've got some money down, you can start posturing for yourself to make the map a little bit more competitive. And I like the thinking ahead. coming out of Cloud9. We haven't seen much of it in Flashpoint 1 so far, James.
Well, it's, I was going to say never too late, but sometimes it is, because we are in elimination stages. There we go, got there in the end. There was a brief TeamSpeak crash for one of the Cloud9 players, but it was resolved promptly, and here we go again. So it's more or less a reset, maybe lacking some utility here or there, as Cloud9 won't want to spend too much, because it's really about the rounds to come. Well, they've been outmaneuvered towards Mini, but again, it's that lobby push. Zori's holding on to things for the time being, but he has been taken out 2-on-2, and this is, again, what can happen if you hold on to what you force fought with in that round prior. 2-on-2. HP is with HAVU. Mac 10s, though, with Cloud9. Very dangerous. Sonic and MOTM both low. They'll need more than one shot with either of those weapons.
Oh, the flashbang. What a great Molotov. Almost flubbed it from Dodo, but this is going to slow down Cloud9 here. Yeah, Dodo with that Galileo, he's just going to make quick work with Cloud9. As you mentioned, James, it was a nice attempt coming out of Cloud9. Now this is where it's all gonna kind of illustrate for us what Cloud9's defenses are going to look like. It looks like OC's got that AWP right off the bat. It's going to be interesting to see if he takes that AWP over towards that ramp to try to get a quick pick. We saw a lot of nice lobby crunches yesterday, or if he's just going to go to the default onto the Raptors to watch that outside yard.
3-0 start for HAVU. This is the perfect start for the T side. Flashes into A. It's going to be a fast one to break, it seems. Will they go to the water bed? No, looking to clear the A site itself. Floppy unable to get anything done, and his team have been isolated from the site for the most part. JT down to 13 HP is a spray from Saw. Very, very aware. Not the start Cloud9 we're looking for. One would assume that this round is over already. Which means it's a low fragging start for Cloud9. Again, that does raise the pressure when they do win a round.
Oh man, that round started so fast, and you saw Cloud9 member through that connector doing so much damage, and even the splash damage from the utility. But HAVU, man, they just get into the bomb site, no cares given. They don't mind the splash damage, James, because their only focus is just to get spacing in that instance. And that round was so fast.
Yeah.
Cloud9 already have to save.
Yeah, it was good that decisions were made for them. Again, great utility work from HAVU. Floppy isolated on the A bomb site. Of course, there's various things for Cloud9 to worry about at the beginning of the round. Pressure on the outside, pressure towards the ramp. HAVU played their cards right. The numbers game, the awareness from Saw as well. And again, there's lots of detail in their executes, as we saw from that video from Sean Grills before the match started. So Cloud9 will buy around what they have saved. We can see the M4 on the floor for JT to collect. The utility is quite reasonable as well. So it's attempt number 2 in terms of buy rounds from Cloud9.
Cloud9 need to make sure that they stop HAVU's aggression here. Make them second guess themselves. Because last round, 3 members of Cloud9 didn't even shoot their guns before the round was already over. Ooh, and MOTM already taking half his HP and damage done.
Yeah, he's made his way towards the garage, so they must know where he is. He must be trapped in this position, but he still has an angle on Mini, which is something. And we'll see what HAVU choose to do in that respect. You can smoke off the garage, of course.
Oh, that was so close from Slowy. JT just living life on the edge there.
It's not comfortable, is it, for Cloud9? It's not slipper time.
Where is this smoke gonna go to?
Seems like it's another outside
Just
smoke.
the cross smokes, interesting.
I suppose maybe he has further purpose in his position, which is why he's doing it from there. Oh, okay, we've got the close variation. So they could try to pinch Mini, but again, they've got no smoke in garage, and they must know MOTM is here because of the damage they did earlier on. So this is very interesting what their approach is. Now they could pop flash the garage here, but no, they're gonna just walk close to the smokes, make their way to secret. Hoodie's been taken out by OC in the meantime. There's 33 seconds on the clock. OC holding on to the ramp. He still has support from his teammates. So now we've got a 3-on-5 for HAVU as they make their way towards B. There's nobody lower for Cloud, and as I say that, Sonic makes his way. 20 seconds, and surely you want to get a second man down here. Oh god, he's given some sound cues away now. With the time on the clock, they're gonna know he's here, but OC makes his way towards the ramp and covers his back. 4-on-2 as Sonic's taken out.
8 seconds.
Yeah, can they even plant the bomb at this point? Looks like they might be going for damage.
Oh, they got it.
Just about trying to tease the shot from OC to take him out. Saw he knows he's got to make a forward play to have any chance of winning this round. There'll be a pop flash from his teammate, but that's all the utility they have. Looks like they'll be going for, well, just have to frag out really and win the duels. That one will be lost, so this could be a strong round from Cloud9. Maybe now it's a question of damage for Saw. He's got an off angle, 2 headshots immediately. The 118 spin again, Saw! That's absolutely ridiculous. It was a 4-on-1. Floppy's the only survivor, the only man to tell the tale.
That second shot from Saw was so crisp. He did more than enough there. That was a 2 versus 4 scenario for HAVU, and to even just get the bomb plant I thought was just enough for HAVU, but to only allow Floppy to remain surviving. This was a 3 versus 5. 5 versus 3 for Cloud9. They had all the advantages. OC with a nice ramp hold, baiting Sonic on that ramp, and man, Saw, this was a great loss, but a great win for HAVU here.
Yeah, he definitely is an overachiever in that round. Sets them up very nicely. If they can win this round, it'll put Cloud9 on their arse for the foreseeable future. MOTM spraying. Hoodie gets taken out, actually, so maybe there's a chance here for Cloud9 to keep the numbers high. And look at these deletions.
Floppy.
There's 4 damage by HAVU, and they've lost 4 players. That's 1 HP. That's 1 HP per man.
Floppy just said, no, this is my door, you're not getting through it. And Dodo's feet does get spotted from Sonic. Nice upper hold from Cloud9. Now that they've slowed HAVU's pace down here, I think HAVU's going to have to respect that upper hold. And once again, this round should be slowed down just slightly. A lot of utility. The money is looking okay for HAVU at the moment. But Cloud9, they're starting to get a grip on this match early on now. They can just set their feet down.
Look at this buy from Cloud9. I call it a buy. I mean, what do they buy? They've got 4 AKs. You can't buy those. 4 AKs in AWP. That's a great shutdown, but HAVU still have cash, and MOTM's been taken out on this occasion. JT's got some work to do. You can see players making their way downstairs. The bomb will just about get there as well. Completely blind, and that compromises Sonic's position. He's thinking, do I have to go down towards B?
Timing on Sonic. Okay, OC's got his back, of course.
As per usual, OC man with a plan. We've got double smokes in one position, which is never what you want to see from the side, throwing them, of course. But that'll give Cloud9 some extra time later on once the bomb's been planted. And Resmoke won't be coming in, but Hoodie will hold on to the position. OC looking for the flicks now, but won't quite get there. Man, disadvantage for Cloud9. You can see OC just showing lots of presence, but he can't fire that too many times more because Dote's looking to swing on him. Oh my god, how's he missed that one? 2-on-2. They've been given a chance, Cloud9, but where are the remaining players? OC looking for more flicks. Got to be careful. You never know when that peak's coming in. Oh, he's just about showed himself onto the pistol. How's he still alive? Hoodie must be nervous. Both Cloud9 players pretty tagged now. Floppy with 19 HP. Hoodie can just hide. Saw can swing for him. Floppy's not going to win this round. That bomb's too far ticked. Maybe he can hold on to the AWP, but he's got to run and maybe try and retrieve it afterwards.
Oh, that flick from OC was so close, and after he hit that flick at that ramp wall, I thought it was so doable, but Floppy, oh my gosh. Okay, that's good that he survived with that AK. Because as I said, the economy is good for Cloud9, but it's not the best.
Very brutal game of Nuke so far. 2 rounds from 7 on the C2 side. Not ideal. You would imagine that it's only going to get worse for Cloud9 once the sides switch with how good HAVU have been playing of late. So they've really got to rack up these rounds. They're on the buy once again. Grenades are starting to go down for Cloud9, but they are still in with a chance. So money could be broken for HAVU here as well. So this is a key round. One of these teams going to be broke after this. I do note though that Floppy's got 6.5 grand.
Yeah. It would have been nice if he could evenly distribute that, but he was able to save that AK last round, so it does kind of make sense, but this round is going to be so important for Cloud9. These rounds have been very close. In fact, it's just 1 or 2 kills not going Cloud9's way. And then that defense just kind of crumbles, but this is it, James. Yeah. That ramp, Sonic is going to be tested once more, and nice damage through that smoke. Hoodie is not happy about that one.
We could see some differences in the setup from Cloud9. MOTM's on the B-bomb side already, heading towards Secret. Sonic forced away from the ramp. Can OC get there in time? You can see he's got the secondary angle because he doesn't know if they've passed the first one yet. And indeed, they have. You can see how deep Hoodie is. So, MOTM, rather than going into Mini and spraying towards Squeaky, they've had to take a different approach. They've been forced to. They're not playing their A game anymore, Cloud9.
Yeah, and this is actually the first time that HAVU have ramp control without going down from OC. or Sonic. This is a 5 versus 5, a standstill. But Saw is aware. Oh, and a beautiful shot from JT. Onto JT, rather. Saw is on one today.
I know. JT is a little further away from the point of contention, which gives him a slight advantage, although he's on the left eye. And OC's been popped off now. Doto just wilding out outside. 37 seconds, though. It's still down to HAVU to plant the bomb. Now we've got 2 players on B. Does MOTM dare swing? He does, with the right time in some respects.
Oh, oh no, just the toe showing for Dodo, but this time it's MOTM and a nice adjustment.
It's the bomb! He dropped the bomb on the lobby!
19 seconds, James. MOTM, the hero that Cloud9 needed.
Well, Saw has no idea where the A player is, finds him but can't kill him. That is a hero flank, much needed from Cloud9. That was such a crucial play, a critical play for them. And again, no bomb plant. Look at the money for HAVU, it's trash now.
Yeah, MOTM once again with the hero flank. Man, he's just got it. He's got the timings down. He understands exactly when to slip past his enemies. And once again, he finds a huge round for Cloud9, because that was looking tricky, James. 5 versus 5, ramp control given up by Cloud9. HAVU had a lot of map control within that round, so Cloud9 are a bit lucky to scrape by with the hero play coming out of MOTM.
We saw some demos from Sean before the game where we saw basically executes with pistols, Tech9s and such. And that might be coming from what we can see of the buy already from HAVU, Saw and Slowy, Tech9 and Deagle respectively. Maybe we'll see one of these funky rounds where Cloud9 will have to figure out the correct response, but that is such a crucial round for Cloud9. They're on their back if they don't win that one, and now they've got a potential to get a reasonable score out of this half. So this is something they need to capitalize on, but we'll have to focus on the execute of HAVU. Cloud9 have been very aggressive in some of these rounds, and I imagine they know that they need to take away the game from HAVU and stop them doing what they want all the time. But this is a round where HAVU may still be able to do that despite the lack of primary weapons.
3 Tech9s on the HAVU side of things. I missed the sound of the Tech9, James. I missed it a lot.
Did you really?
I did.
That tells me a lot about you.
Yeah, you know, just that W religion in me.
I have to say though, if you're a fan of Olofmeister, you know, then how can you not? And who isn't a fan of Olofmeister? This is quite the lineup. Respect to whatever nerd came up with this in the first place.
This is for...
Like, how do you make this? This takes hours.
I love it. Theory crafting. Connector smoke, okay.
All right then. Now, is this to bait out grenades from Cloud9? Because they've still got a few smokes and flashes in the hole, and I don't see a push just yet. Now, Cloud9 have dumped a lot of grenades.
Zori's still holding those flashes primed, I believe, ready to go, but nice spray coming out of JT. The bomb does make it down the vents, though.
And Hoodie's got a potential flank as far as the vents are concerned. Still lurking in the lobby, just came out from up top. MOTM makes his way downstairs, 35 seconds. HAVU really taking their time. They've got good position, but they're starting to lose players. Hoodie's flank has been eliminated. But a bomb's been planted, and Saw's on the flank as well. Tech9 comes into play, and now he's got himself a rifle. It's a big position taken away as well as Cloud9 looks to approach from the vent, and Floppy's looking to flank the flank, which could be very important. But now Smoke's up, and Saw has repositioned. That takes 2 players out of the game.
And Dodo has a Molotov here as well. This is looking really good for HAVU.
Oh boy, there's a tap from the Tech9. Playing it like a piano. OC can get a really important frag, but the molly, is it going to spread? Is it going to spread? You never know. It doesn't look like it. Smoke's there as well. I don't think he's got it. Oh my god, I don't think he's got it.
OC had a kit. That one's going to hurt, James.
Ooh, that is a rough one. The last minute comms there. The guys who are fragged already need to kind of raise the alarm in that respect.
Oh no, and Cloud9 were just barely surviving on the economy warfare here. At least OC does scrape away with that AWP, but we have to remember, James, HAVU only invested some Tech9s, 1 P250 and 1 Deagle in that round. And this, I believe, that was that vent play that Sean Gares highlighted in that skybox. We saw Saul with that flank at that T-red side on that outside yard. I think that was that MVP play, the highlight round with that flank. Man, Cloud9, they just were not ready for that vent play.
Yeah. So I'm sure Sean will be frothing at the mouth with pleasure at that round. So we've got another TeamSpeak timeout. So there was a recent TeamSpeak update, which apparently has caused some people to crash here and there. So Cloud9 are having some issues with that at the moment, having to restart the software and so on. I can see the teams discussing it, saying didn't have any problems with the old one. But let's not forget, there was like that mad security issue with TeamSpeak some time ago as well. So everybody wants to keep their TeamSpeak up to date. Anyway, we've got the hero AWP for OC. Maybe that's the extra money from Floppy that we saw earlier giving us him. I thought this might happen. So far, so good. A quick push, and Sonic has little to lose to try and pick up a rifle here, and indeed he does. Now we've got a swing to get information. There's no trade frag though. Slowy with the transfer on the Khalil, no less. Very nice work. Sorry, in the usual anti-eco position. This is where you'll generally go. You can fall back from here. If there's a push from Lobby, push from Squeaky, you can constantly fall back. But OC, he's been ready for these flicks. 1 versus 2, he can absolutely do this.
Oh, this is the play. OC needs to start walking at this point. Oh, but he's played himself. He goes down lower while the HAVU members are going up the rafter here. But he's still got time and he's got that kit. But at this point, James, I think unless HAVU give OC just a free kill here at this moment, which I doubt they do, OC's just going to be trying to look for a kill, I imagine, because going up this ladder, it's going to be way too clenchy here.
I've seen Oscar get kills on ladders before. If Oscar can do it.
Oh, here it is.
Oh my god, he's going to check outside though. Oh, there we go, the master play. Will they pick up the AWP as well? Yes, they will. There we go. HAVU survived the threat. That's just a great effort from OC. I like Cloud9 concentrating the numbers as well, but that transfer from the Gilil, who's ready to do that with a Gilil right now?
Yeah.
I can't imagine many people are.
I do have to note, though, OC doesn't have an AWP. He doesn't have money for that AWP. I would have liked to see him try to go for a kill first before investing all into that round by going up the ladder, because now he doesn't have that AWP, and Sonic takes team damage. We've been seeing a lot of team damage here.
He could have bought AWP no Kevlar, so it might be that they want to change up the plan. But the problem is he's been so important for them. He's almost the top fragger, especially towards the ramp with that AWP. So it's interesting.
Oh, another push from Cloud9.
Oh no, Hoodie's got the perfect position for it. And Max 10 no less. And that's a nice upgrade for him. Bonus money also. And that leaves JT alone. So it's just unfortunate, you know, you make the play at the wrong time and it can look terrible. But at the right time, it could do a lot.
Cloud9 tried to bamboozle HAVU. I'm sure that they thought HAVU would never expect a lobby crunch 2 times in a row in a match that matters so much. I like the type of psychological warfare that's going on in this match. At the moment, HAVU have been flanking Cloud9 on multiple occasions, just spread out across the map. So I understand the logic from Cloud9. You know, they want to try to take over some map control, but HAVU, they read him. Hoodie with the MAC-10 takes out 2 rifles in that ladder, in that table.
That's, you know, he's well positioned. He's very well positioned for a smoke push. He prepared himself for it. Get right place, right time. Credit to HAVU, 8-3. Won most of the recent rounds. And back to the old faithful. Straight into the A-bomb site, looking for the CTs. And maybe trying to figure out how they're playing. They'll decide where to go. Slow will be allowed to go deep and find out what's going on. He'll find no one else in the A-bomb site. So there's the information. Get some mollies up towards heaven, and surely they will simply make their play into A now. You can boost on Hut to get into rafters, but there's rarely a safe-ish opportunity to do that in a professional game. Both on the flank now. They're well positioned, but he could risk losing a rifle. So now they may have a rotation to protect that rifle, but it has been collected by Floppy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not too bad. Again, when you're on a T side, you're losing a few plays for rifle. It's not as bad. It's not nearly as bad as if it's the other way around. And it's the CTs losing the rifles. Cloud9 back on the bye. HAVU 9-3. Dominating T-half so far.
Dominating T-half indeed, and Sonic generally busts out the double op by this point. I'm curious to see what their game plan is going to be going forward, because it looks like OC is still on that single op, which I don't mind so much. I generally don't like the double op coming out on Nuke, unless you have a particular game plan with it. And it looks like OC is on the outside yard this time around, right off the bat. Holding a sliver of an angle at this moment. But MOTM, he's creeping up these secret stairs. He's got to be patient. Cloud9 have been getting caught off by pushing HAVU on multiple occasions at this time. So I think Cloud9 need to be a little bit more patient, maybe ask for some pop flashes.
HAVU completely changing the pace. We'll see how long Cloud9 can hold on to their utility for these incendiaries. Maybe very important later. You saw they were baited into dumping all their utility on A in a prior round when they had the pistols out, HAVU. The wall of smoke comes out at the minute mark. Looks like they've got smokes lined up for elsewhere as well. Not sure if that's for Hell. I presume not, with the smokes covering Mini to Garage.
There's that pop flash play from MOTM to start off the round from Cloud9. This is perfect. Now it's a 5 versus 4 advantageous situation for Cloud9. They just need to kind of turtle up. But this smoke is going to be huge. It's going to push OC out of that Raptor side. He does flop that shot. It's all going to be on JT, but they know he's here.
Well, now they're all dead. OC to the point of no return. Down he goes. I'll give him some cover. And he could do this alone. Sonic will come to save him as Slowey goes around the angle. Unlikely round there for Cloud9. Looking dangerous, especially after those 2 entries on the A bomb site. I think most people are expecting... I would imagine that Cloud9 are expecting to, in most cases, to win this game in 3.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, again, why Vertigo is such an interesting prospect, because it really does feel coin flippy in terms of the stats for most teams at the moment. Again, there's another TS issue. So whoever's having it, they're going to install. They're going to get that rollback going and install the older one quickly.
Slowey's trying to help them out.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate. But
that was a beautiful round from OC. I love the fact that even though he got smoked out, he did jiggle peek, get a shot off, and it doesn't even matter that he missed this shot because he knows exactly where his teammates are. He decides to jump out that Raptor, get on the ground, and go for some more pop shots, and that just draws those attackers that are trying to get into the site. All their attention is going to be focused on him, and that enables JT. We saw that he got a kill by Tetris, then his mate over on top of Hut Raptor got a kill as well. So I like the triangle defense coming into Cloud9. And each player did their job and maintained their responsibilities. It was a nice upper hold.
Yeah.
On Cloud9.
And all these rounds are much needed. And of course, while they're probably expecting to win it in 3, there's a chance they could do it on Nuke. Probably a better chance than Mirage. And it does look like we'll have a second AWP coming out finally for Cloud9. So we get there eventually. For the late rounds, they'll try to change things up, which can always be good to catch your opponent off guard, although I feel like all the cards are being held by HAVU for the most part on Nuke. Vertigo is going to be real interesting, though. It will. And look, if I'm Cloud9 here, I'm in it for the long haul. I know that we've got 2 more maps after this, and even though you're down on a CT-sided map in Nuke, 4-9, you knew coming into this that Nuke was your always auto veto. You knew that Nuke was not a map that you felt comfortable on whatsoever. So this is more like a warm-up. It's like DMing, getting yourself into the match, into the series before you go to Vertigo. Yeah, and in the short term, there are issues for Cloud9 in terms of, well, any veto, because they essentially don't play 2 maps at the moment. But again, they're building, so for the long term, that will, I'm sure, change. But we'll see if they can survive Nuke. So they have installed the 3.5 version of the TeamSpeak client for floppy, I think it is. So we'll see if he'll be all right with that. Of course, for Ventrilo. I was never a fan of Ventrilo. In fact, the UI was horrible in comparison to TeamSpeak. Yeah, it was our only option there for a little bit, though. Well, here we go. 2 rounds left in the first half. 2 AWPs out for Cloud9. Initial harassment from HAVU once again. Squeaky doors blown off. Just a constant threat. But look at these mollies being ready for the A bomb site. I think one more grenade towards Mini as well. But this time, Floppy will deliver, as he often does. OC still on the high ground, 3-on-2. Both orbs still alive. Sorry, they will cause problems. He'll bounce the smoke towards Mini. So the A play is possible, but they're still going downstairs. This is the play. MOTM and Sonic, they've got to respect this upper play, but okay, at this point the jig is up. The reload gave the game away there. Yeah. HAVU are still in an advantageous position here. 2 versus 2, this is everything. Oh, okay, well, that turns around real quick. Yes, it does, and MOTM can go and collect the other AWP. as the bomb is defused.
That reload really caught HAVU off guard, I think, really fast, because that rotation came in so much faster from Cloud9 than I think HAVU members were expecting. So MOTM calling that it was low or fast to his teammate in Sonic really enabled that retake to happen. And this last round is going to be everything for Cloud9. Because a 9-6 half is not great for Nuke, but hey, you win that pistol on T side and all of a sudden the score could be tied. So if Cloud9's T side prep work, which I'm sure it was good, then they can make this a competitive Nuke.
Opted for the AK rather than the second AWP, so it's been solo for this round. Gets tricky doors blown off. Now, there's enough, that smoke's shallow enough so the CTs can see the vent, they'll know if anybody's gone down, but Toto's made his way towards the garage. Let's not forget, I forget who it was, maybe MOTM who had off angles, but OC knows what could be compromised, and he has his angles. So it's HAVU's turn to get baited. Slowy low, slowy dead. 5-on-3 for Cloud9. Maybe they'll be happy with 6 rounds out of this. They are an underdog after all, but they'll have a lot of work to do on their T side.
And JT is aware of that vent play from Slowy at this point in the last round of the first half. So good on him to stop Slowy's vent shenanigans with this shot from Saw. Just a one tap on the floppy. That might hurt Cloud9's upper defense. JT, it's all going to be on him to hold down this door.
Trying to make his way there. Knife out and all sorts, but JT will eliminate. The flashes will force OC from his position. Not sure if he was seen by the T's, however. He's got half a shot on the vent, and MOTM's got the lower side of it. And there are the final frags. It will be 6 rounds for Cloud9 at half-time, which I think the scoreline could have been a lot worse for them.
Yeah.
So I think this is, again, who knows what we'll see on a T side, but we've only got a few minutes to find out. It's half-time. It's break time. We will see you back here shortly. Welcome back. Cloud9 moved to the T side, 3 rounds behind HAVU. Now, if HAVU win this pistol, as I often say with a 9-6 scoreline, there's a great potential to basically start the half 12-6 when it comes to the buys. And with how strong we expect HAVU to be in this matchup on Nuke, that is quite a dangerous prospect for Cloud9. They really need to win this pistol round. They have MOTM, Raid Boss, P250, Floppy and JT with some grenades. For the day of defeat players among us. 2 smokes. Let's see what they choose to do with them. You can see MOTM looking for these longer range peaks, but Slowy's going to get started taking Sonic out. They'll hold on to their smoke grenades and just about survive. There'll be 1 victim. MOTM will stay outside, in fact, and try and entertain these teams. The Toonies are out. Cowboy time.
Oh no, he doesn't get a single one, but he does do a little bit of splash damage. And Slowy, oh, that's a nice adjustment from OC, but it's a 1 versus 3 here with the bomb down. He does have a minute and a half on the clock left here. And this is all going to be about OC and how much confidence he has to take some risks, because he's got to find these 1 versus 1s.
Problem is, Hoodie was right on the other side of the wall when he was reloading, so they know exactly where he is. So they've got him surrounded. He has no idea. They don't need to push him because they know where he is based on that reload. He doesn't know that, but
yeah, and
they do.
I think HAVU are way too disciplined to just give OC a free kill like this in this manner. I think OC does need to start taking some risks here before he eats up too much time on the round.
I don't think the vent is broken upstairs. So if it's not, the only place he can go without giving a sound cue is secret, which is covered by the CTs. So they can just stand around. They don't need to watch anything. He has to open a door, break a window, or break a vent to go anywhere else but secret. So they'll have 2 players on B in a crossfire situation, and Zore keeping an eye on secret, and that's it. That's all there is to do. Look at this gorgeous glass on the control room. And there we go. There's the bait. There's the 180. HAVU had the numbers, they had the info, they had position, and they've got the pistol round. That's really is worst case scenario for Cloud9. We'll see if they choose to force buy it, and if they do, they better hope it works.
Surely not. With no bomb plant down, no Kriegs in play anymore. I think Cloud9, they've been doing very well on the economy game side of things. So they do take the more conservative route here. And some fumbling over some buying from HAVU, but...
Oh, you never want to see people late out of spawn.
Yeah, especially on a heavy rush map like 2.
Yeah. That could end in disaster. It won't, though. It won't. There'll be no issues with that whatsoever.
No, that was all
die.
calculated. Yeah, why not? Leave spawn a little late, it's fine.
When there's like 1 second left in the buy time and somebody asks me for a drop, I don't drop.
Yeah, no, what?
Like
no
you need
way.
to learn
That's
to
their
ask
fault.
immediately. Yeah.
You've got 15 seconds to take care of your thing.
I've got a spawn to use. So I've calculated my approach this round.
I respect that.
And you will not thwart it. No, you cannot have a drop. The 5 AK-47s are out for Cloud9, trying to stop HAVU getting away with too much. And HAVU've got a crap buy because it's their anti-eco buy, double MP9, which is okay depending on your position. The Scout and the FAMAS.
Not
Improve FAMAS, let's not
much
forget.
utility on the Cloud9 side of things either. They've already used all of their smokes, only down to 1 flashbang. And as I mentioned, I don't think HAVU are going to give Cloud9 the type of duels that they're looking for.
Look at Doto's position. Based on those grenades, Doto is in CT spawn.
Yeah.
So if they try to make a play towards Hell, that would be very fun to watch. A lot of information to be had there. But what does that mean for the remainder of HAVU? Their heaven is covered. We see JT starting to make an approach now.
Dodo.
Oh, he's starting to move forward. He's got to land that headshot though, and he does. Now he can just hide all the way in the back. Keep an eye on the ladder, and what can they really do? Cloud9, not a whole lot. You can see the creeping. Jack in the box.
Oh, if he hit that.
Oh, now they've lost track of him. But in the meantime, oh no, there he is. Sonic and OC remain. HAVU doing very well with position. There's a trade, even Sonic alone. The laboured spray doesn't get there. Fast fire rate from the MP9 will catch up and clean up. And this is arguably even worse because it's at 12-6, but they're on eco after losing all those AKs in the round prior.
HAVU are so good, James. They understand exactly what the win conditions are going to be across the map, and in that instance, Cloud9, they're kind of scraping together a buy with those AKs. lack of utility, lack of flashes. So they just kind of turtle up, make Cloud9 go into those weak choke points, those small choke points rather. And that's when those MP9s shine, James.
Yeah, this may be the curtain call for Cloud9 on Nuke. It's going to be, they will be very, very hard pressed to make a comeback now, assuming a 13-6 scoreline. Slowy, showing some presence. Just some warning. Cloud9 waiting for a smoke, looking to use the numbers. Meat shields. 3 players have Kevlar. No flashes. Operation Meat Shield.
The best kind of operations.
Well, door is open, but opportunities are closed on the A-bomb site as far as HAVU are concerned. Someone could get 1 frag, but to what end, really? He's lost the bomb. Just a question of damage now. He's got 1 minute to find a headshot, and HAVU still have to hold positions on potential areas where he could flank and so on, which is why you still see Slowy on the ramp, so he can get a 1 versus 1. Looking for the deep. Sorry, though, he's smart enough to go for the wide swing, not stand in the point of contention. 13 for 6.
Now this is going to be this probably, potentially, one of the strongest buys from Cloud9 for the rest of this map if they don't put any more rounds on the board. So this is it, Cloud9. This is where you call the best strat you've got in your playbook, the most confident strat that you run on this map. This is where you call it.
Sorry's on the AWP, of course. 5 AKs on deck for Cloud9. Initial grenades exchanged from both sides. The molly on the roof, I like it. That stops any fast play. If you were trying to slide into Mini, like you see from the likes of Rops, then that was one way to deny it. And in the meantime, HAVU looked to take the game away with very aggressive angles, slowly creeping. Zori will trade at the very least in a whole position. Not the result they were looking for, but they still have the map control.
Sonic not expecting a second there, but a 1-for-1 is good for them, and a nice shot from OC. Zori is going to be under a lot of pressure under this ladder here. In a 3 versus 3, this heavily favors Cloud9.
Zori may feel compelled to push towards the lobby now because he could get pinched in a ramp, so might have to take control of something, and he will, which is some information for his team. MTM creeping in the meantime. So what is the final place for Cloud9? Showing presence towards the B-bomb site, taking control of control. Zori goes back towards the ramp once again. Confident he's likely not going to be flanked from the lobby. So he'll prepare for a B retake. But MOTM, what will he do with his position still on the high ground? Could have an angle towards the vent. We've got Saw outside Mini, so there's a lot of different things that could happen. No more grenades for Cloud9 unless MOTM picks something up in his travels. Again, looking for that late flank, presumably towards the ramp. Indeed, here he comes. 2 players here. We'll see if he's got a trigger discipline once again. Creeping in from the back, spots Zori. He'll get taken out immediately. Now he can just hold his presence. Doesn't have to peek too much into Hoodie, because Hoodie has to worry about this flank, which even kills even more time. I think Hoodie read what MOTM would be doing. MOTM's got the right angle, which leaves Saw alone. A must-win round from Cloud9, and they've done it.
Nice communication coming out of Cloud9. You can see them slowing the round down. They're in a 3 versus 3, and MOTM even has the confidence to just kind of allow his 2 teammates and Floppy and OC to do all the work, because MOTM is that insurance plan. And I like the look of this round coming out of Cloud9, because HAVU's defenses have been no joke, James. No joke at all.
Yeah.
Sonic just starts off the round with that clean ramp push. It does seem like both of these squads are doing well to punish each other's pushes, make each other respect their default.
Yeah, HAVU are a notoriously proactive team on the CT side. Love to get that information, and normally they take it by force. So far in Flashpoint 1. It's an interesting scenario on the ramp. Reading that MOTM will just lurk with a passive angle, but Hoodie chose the wrong entrance into B. Zori's going to be successful this time. Slowy delivers the kill, so HAVU will not be deterred from their shenanigans. So now they've got the man advantage. Only 3 players remaining for Cloud9. JT with the only significant map control now has made his way towards Secret, so surely he's going to do something for the team while they make presence towards A.
Man, HAVU have been double pushing ramp. I believe this is the 3rd round in a row. And although Sonic did somewhat punish it last time, hey, they do it again, and this time around
because surely they wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just those mind games, right? And HAVU kind of come out on top here, but this is still a 3 versus 4 for Cloud9. And this Molotov is gonna, oh, it's a flashbang.
Here we go, Woody's going to get a multi-frag, but he can't quite do it. It's 2-on-2, however. The trades are here for Cloud9, as they often are. They're two-man setups on. Oh, he tries to get up early, Saw. At least he's run distraction. He's got the info as well for Doto. Spots one by a default. Looking for the CT vent player, but can't quite land all the bullets.
What a recovery from Cloud9. I love the call. I love that all three of them just grouped up together, did a dry hit out upper, and made sure they got those trades. And that was a huge run from Cloud9. This swings things. Now they just got to make sure that this anti-eco is as clean and polished as possible. No shenanigans here. Please.
5 rounds to recover. HAVU, this is not the most dangerous eco buy, I say that, but there are a few more grenades collected, and you never know with CZs and Deagles. 5-7 out for Doto as well. JT, big fan of unicorns. You wouldn't think so with his personality on camera. Maybe he's a complicated man. He's got, you know, many levels. I also have a unicorn on my Fire Serpents.
I've got 2 unicorn stickers on my Op Medusa.
Very nice.
Yes. But yeah, Cloud9, they are aware that HAVU are gonna be struggling in the finances here, so they're kind of slowing things down, which I like.
They're waiting for that
HAVU
play.
make the mistake. Yep.
Waiting for that threatening play, that pop flash, that swing. But at some point, you've got to start getting frags and information. Right now, they don't really have any. They are in anti-eco territory. You can see on the radar the common anti-eco spot in the lobby where you can fall back if there's a push. But at some point, they need to start moving forward. Doto creeping. Now, he's got the information. That's where 2 of the players are. Putting to see that he's a flashbang. Can't take out the trade fragger, and things start to speed up. 4-on-3 for Cloud9 as they swing and take the A-bomb site. No one on the hut. They've got mollies for Heaven as the CTs are trying to make their way up there. So they've eliminated the main threats in this round.
You even saw Floppy being so thorough. But this retake is going to happen coming out of HAVU. But with only 1 flashbang. Ooh, Sonic dodges that. Good movement coming out of slowly and so much damage, but nice hold from Cloud9.
Nice.
Nicer.
Nicer. Right then, Cloud9, 1 round away from 10. It's always nice to get double figures. I feel like it's like a mental milestone. But HAVU are out with the big guns once again. The ever-capable Zori on the AWP once more. He and Saw with 18 kills at present, as is Floppy, as is OC also, who was definitely helping hold on to ramp in some of those crucial rounds for Cloud9 in the first half. But can they continue the output in the second? Okay, Zori now will take out OC through Squeaky.
Man, Zori is so active and mobile on the map. He's been pushing ramp twice. Now he takes a pick through the door. He's getting so many opening picks here for the HAVU side of things, and Cloud9 find themselves in a 4 versus 5 disadvantage, but this is an upper hit. A lot of flashbangs coming out to enable Sonic. His entry is going to be everything, but he does hold down the court with 3K.
The chain flashes for Cloud9. They did everything right, but Hoodie...
How's he not blind, James?
He don't care. I feel like it's really hard to blind a lot of positions, but again, with those chain flashes...
Yeah, I mean, they put so many flashes in that upper side. But JT does find a pick.
Oh my god, the harassment, the tags.
Ow.
Yeah, he's getting Swiss cheesed above the waist. Can't make his way downstairs because Zori is waiting. Still getting tagged now. Down to 18 HP, and here comes the grab walk from the Huts.
That crosshair placement made it a little scary for Slowy, but yeah, JT, he got chipped down way too much there.
They're having success either side of Squeaky. From T side and CT, they've been dominant. When MOTM was making his way there, they forced Cloud9 to change their configuration because he just kept dying in mini.
Yeah. Zori and Hoodie, though, man, the two-man squad just kind of single-handedly shutting down Cloud9's attack.
Got some HEs outside from HAVU, and they've got Zori into, he is all over the place. A rotating sniper from round to round is so good to see, and a crouch peek is just like, the cost for your information is so high when Zori changes his position every single round. It's the most painful kind of guessing game.
It is, but this time around, Saw does get taken down as well. So this is, once again, a good look for Cloud9, but it's all about this mid-round. HAVU seem to be making all the right decisions, and as I say that, Dodo looks away, and Cloud9 make it into the bomb site. This is a 2 versus 3, James. I don't know that HAVU are even gonna go for this. I think they might fish for something. If they're given a kill, then they'll go for it 100%. Otherwise, we'll see what happens. There are flashes remaining. Yeah. Oh, in the smoke. Here we go. It's on now. 2 on 2, or is it? Slowy starts to run he's
back.
making it.
Oh dear. Well, they both have defuse kits, but Cloud9 are holding steadfast on the A bomb site. Maybe looking to invite a hunt from Cloud9, but they're smarter than that. A late peek from Zori. Catches Floppy. The timing is unbelievable. He's got a smoke for the bomb himself, but he'll get taken out, and that is the round. There's too much time has passed. They'll lose the AWP as well, but I like the attempt.
I like that attempt as well. I imagine that Slowy got that kill on MOTM so freely, and MOTM was pushing out that he knew that Cloud9 are going to be relaxed there. They're going to be relaxed and thinking that the HAVU members are going to clearly save. You saw that Floppy. He just started trying to exit the bomb site, even with the bomb ticking. That was a nice play coming out of HAVU, nice communication. And Cloud9, they can't afford to be lazy like that. They cannot afford to be lazy within the rounds. You gotta keep your foot on that gas pedal throughout, no matter what.
We must recognize that Cloud9 have won 4 of the last 5 rounds. I think that maybe a lot of people have written them off for this particular map. I kind of did.
Yeah.
But they're only 4 rounds behind, and HAVU are an eco once again. They've got an AK-47 on Slowy, so we might see some weird stuff, and I think HAVU are capable of achieving with an unusual round like this, but the rest of the team can't spend too much. So we saw that Cloud9 have been disciplined on their anti-ecos already in this T side of Nuke, so things are getting interesting. They're starting to heat up now for Cloud9. Everybody is fragging for both teams as well. Zori on 21 frags now. It's been really enjoyable to see him rotate his position with the AWP, but now he's got a P250.
Cloud9 have been doing a pretty good job on these anti-ecos. But this time around, HAVU have a lot of utility and that AK behind this quasi-buy. So a little more dangerous, but OC, nice start off. But Hoodie, what? Okay. He made his way onto the T roof somehow, but the Cloud9 members did hear it, so not too dangerous.
Easy cleanup for Cloud9. They were patient, and it paid off. This time, HAVU changed the pace on the eco round, tried to catch him off guard. Didn't quite work. Noble efforts, fun to watch, but brief, which is also good on an eco round. Now, the gap is reduced to 3. A surprising T-side so far for Cloud9 on Nuke. Maybe showing some growth in their map pool, but can they keep it up? Zori's on the AWP once again, so the guessing game starts one more. Will it be a ramp push? Will it be in mini? Will it be outside somewhere? Many questions to be asked. Squeaky's blown off once again. No AWP there just yet. Hoodie's up on the high ground, considering dropping a smoke, but he'll wait. Try to hold on to it for a little longer. Now, Zori is by hell from what I can see on the X-ray. So again, a different position every round. Footsteps heard in lobby, so HAVU know there is some presence here. They may even hear that bomb drop on the floor. So maybe they'll concentrate more on A. And towards the ramp. So there we go. HAVU hanging on to their smokes for long. Some spray through the gap, but map control is still with the Finns.
That Molotov did a lot of damage to Hoodie, and Saw did take some damage as well through that door scan. I think Cloud9 are probably going to do a time... Oh, Slowy's position here. Floppy is aware, and that AK crosshair placement just owns Slowy. Nice shot from Zori.
Yeah, that's all he can do though. He's got a teammate in Garage who maybe has a rotation through Secret and JT. Now, will there be a flank? We'll have to keep an eye on that while Cloud9 make their way into the B bomb site. Saw trying to hold control, but with only an MP9, it's going to be tough. But he picks the right timing, or does he? Fast fire rate won't be enough. I think there is a flank coming in. Indeed, there is. Doto doesn't wait too long. Takes JT out immediately. Hoodie now by the double doors. OC by control. Look out, many players. This is going to be explosive. The double swing from Cloud9 fails completely, leaving MOTM in a 1 versus 3. Doors open, doors closed, doors open again. Gets his bell rung. 12 HP. Now they know exactly where he is. Trying to create some space for himself. Elevates. Avoids the flashbangs, but he can't avoid Doto in control. And HAVU make it to game points.
Oh, nice recovery from HAVU there and a nice retake. I even like the fact that they didn't stick together going out that door and giving MOTM a chance. One of the members going through control window to make sure that they don't give MOTM any highlight clips to end things off in this match.
Yeah, he was on Reddit yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, Cloud9 still have the money. Do they have it in them to take this to overtime? They're so close. I think even if they got to overtime and lost, I think like their progress on Nuke, that would be something to take away from this. But of course, they'll be looking to do better than that. Hoodie pulling out the auto shotgun. Don't see the shotguns as much as we used to. Oh, that's very nice spray from Saw. Through the vent. Sonic didn't see any of that, but he felt it, that's for sure.
He did feel that, and man, Saw he's been on one on this Nuke match so far. 19 kills to start things off with, and Cloud9 find themselves once again 1 man down, only 4 members alive. But this is a fast-paced Secret play. But Slowy, he hears all of it. He knows.
That grenade is devastating. The timing of that is impeccable. And look at the grenades, they're just buying time. Cloud9 know these are buying time for HAVU to get into stronger positions with the information they have. And HAVU just blown the doors off as well, deliberately. Well captured by the observer. So HAVU are setting up for the late game here. And Doto's on the flank as well. This is a masterclass for round from HAVU. The transfer, everything's been shut down. Turn off the BCs. Floppy now 1 on 5 without the bomb. He's got so much to do. He has time. That's the only thing he does have. Not going to retrieve the bombs just yet. Looking for rotation perhaps. Creating some space with some utility. But he's got so much to do.
Doto with a little hop, skip to the right, repositioning. And with that A1 makes work of Cloud9's T-side attack here. And a little whiff gives Floppy a second chance. But with only 20 seconds left on the clock, this is going to be rough. That auto shotgun might end things off here.
Just right to
Go, Floppy, go!
Oh, he lands on his head and he can't quite find the angle. A noble effort from Floppy, but that round was really awesome to see from HAVU.
Yeah.
Just setting up like it's like the B bomb site was their staging area. Just remove the doors and so on and turn it into where they'll all get slayed. But they've got everything covered.
And
the flanking, secret, everything. That was really satisfying to watch. A good effort from Cloud9 late on their T side, but not enough. HAVU take Nuke as probably expected. Thoughts of the chats on the desk after the break.